G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Derringer, and that's how Google told me to pronounce that word, so we'll roll with it. And what you are looking at here is a Nif Bash version of a flare gun. The biggest difference is, instead of a flare gun barrel on the top, we've got a teeny tiny little quad missile barrel launcher on the top, complete with 4 rounds. We've got a 4-round capacity on this, but the reload animations are that of the vanilla, so think of it as using a speed loader when you're using this thing. So it's a very ultra concealable pistol made for hiding in places where no one would think to look. And I can't help but notice that this thing may have been inspired by a particular Guns and Bullets article, the one that you find in Fraternal Post 115. And don't you worry, we've taken special considerations on the approach of the holster in this particular case, and I think we've found something that works with that. But basically, the role of this weapon to be a thing that hits you when you least expect it, because it's not a very high-powered thing, so if you're wearing body armor, it's not going to be working, but in perhaps a public setting where you can just slip this out of your pocket, get the bullet off, put it back in your pocket, and then walk away with your hands in your pockets, then maybe you've got something there. And that sort of role is sort of reflected by exactly what it does. It's got an increased sneak crit multiplier on it, which will be good for getting out more damage than what we're seeing at the moment. It's also got an extra crit bonus as well, so you know, when you use this thing in VATS, it's going to be particularly more effective, and we've installed some VATS tweaks to allow this thing to be at maximum effectiveness, as it were. The customization is not really that, well, there's not much going on here. It's got light frame, heavy frame, calibrated, potentially a good choice, hardened, hair trigger, powerful, calibrated, powerful, and you get advanced receiver, gives you a higher fire rate if you want to use this thing outside of VATS, and the highest amount of damage is only 99. It doesn't seem like much, but we can do better. We've got some unique variants to get. I'll show you how to get those. In order to get the Derringer in your game, all you need to do is go to the Sanctuary Hills root cellar. You'll find it just behind a house in this area of Sanctuary. Simply walk in front of you on the mattress, you'll find the Derringer itself, and 20 rounds to go along with it, as well as some other potential good early game supplies, including some gold, just in case you want to do up your Martini Henry for some reason. And this place is a site for many mod weapons, so potentially there's a little bit of an incompatibility here if you've got another weapon mod that drops something in here, so just beware of that. If you've got the mod installed and you don't find it here, then there's some incompatibility somewhere, so be on the lookout for that. In order to get one of the uniques in this mod, you'll need to go to Longneck Lukowski's, which is located here, the very upper beaches of the northern side of the map. And for reference, we've got the Museum of Witchcraft here, Kingsport Lighthouse, Hub City Auto Wreckers. That's where Captain Bridget of the vanilla game lives, which is opposite side of the map to Sanctuary Hills. There's also Salem here, so you can't miss it. It's a pretty easy place to find. There is a quest involved with this place, but you don't need to go ahead and do that. Just look for the Sheila in blue inside and then buy it from her. So now she's going to have an argument with Theodore over here, but we don't need to worry about that. We'll just catch her outside. You'll find her on the outside after she storms out, and you can talk to her. Just ask her about trading when you go through her initial conversation, and then she'll have the particular thing. There's the unique. It's called the Shortstop. Shoots additional projectiles, increased damage, limb damage, and recoil, and a 20% chance to cripple. There it is. Okay, so 3,000 bottle caps later, we are now in Good Neighbor to fetch the second of the legendaries. Map reference is there, right in the guts of the map. There's Diamond City just over there. It's actually kind of hard to find on your first playthrough, but you'll get it, and honestly, it's a place that the vanilla game will send you anyway. That's Deacon right there. Anyways, so all you need to do is talk to Daisy, and she'll give you the prompt of actually buying it. And just browsing her shop, she gives you Lady Luck with critical shots doing double damage and the critical meter filling 15% faster. Refills reaction points on a critical hit, that's relentless, and ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. That's like a 3 legendary effects in one here for the little Derringer, so yeah, that's going to be the strongest one we can get. The uniques can also be modified. If you want to take off their particular legendary effect, if you've got a mod that allows you to do that, I say don't do that. But we're going to bring these all the way up to advanced. Actually, I'm considering just putting these on calibrated powerful receivers. We're going to lose damage overall maybe, but perhaps the extra crit damage we grant ourselves out of this. 111 damage. That's a reference to the Vault 111 from Fallout 4. Do you remember that game? And yeah, this one's got the rat shot, so it's actually kind of be like a shotgun. It's unfortunate that's the legendary effect this thing has, because we could throw explosive on this and it'd be the most powerful Derringer you've ever seen, but no, unfortunately we cannot do that. So we'll leave these at calibrated, powerful, and we'll have the standard one at advanced for reference. Let's shoot things. Alrighty, so here we are outside of the good old-fashioned immersive Gunners Plaza, and here is our Derringer in first person, third person. Looks a little bit like this. Fairly compact-ish. It's a little bit bigger than the Remington model Derringer that was in that particular magazine that I looked at, but looks like the holster is working as it should, so that's great. The Gunners will never see this coming, ever. And it's unfortunate, but I'm in a situation again where I'm using a... Ooh, that's a nice amount of that shots. I'm using a... Let's see, a T6M weapon outside of its intended purpose. And by the way, that's as much crit as this thing is going to give out. And yeah, I've made VATS very fast. The camera doesn't slow down for crits, cripples, or kills anymore. And there's a reason for that. And by the way, this is the advanced version. The standard one that I modified at the very start of the video. So we'll move on. This is the one with rat shot. The scatter shot version of this, which if you're splitting up damage between multiple projectiles and the damage is this low, you'll find that it's not a very effective solution for damage. However, as you've just seen there, it's completely crippled that gunner and basically neutralized them. They can't touch me if I'm on this angle. Yeah, this guy's got no way of hitting me. So suppose what I'm going to do now is just VATS him until he dies. Open up a can of drink whilst I'm letting the game play itself. Excellent. Okay, enough practice. Let's have some fun. We'll bring out Lady Luck because I've got a cunning plan. A plan of which you've never seen in your entire life. So we pick 3 gunners, get the 4th, and then max out our shots. Crits on these guys. Keep in mind, this thing got Relentless, Lucky, and I forgot the other one. But we're gonna flog gun through like you wouldn't believe here. And we've chosen the wrong sort of gunners to approach this thing from. But it's a guaranteed crit from here on out thanks to gun fu. Lovely. 1 down. May need to go. Number 3. And crits for you, buddy. And we'll add the critical here as well. And crit, crit, crit. Reload. Crit. Excellent. And the plan goes on. And I'm going to crit this guy. We'll get these guys up nice and close. I was hoping to get a critical to kill that Brigadier. He might just be a... That's just going to be a kill by itself, so that's fine. We're taking a lot of damage right now, but I think we'll be just fine. Actually, never mind. You've got your fists out. We'll find someone else to shoot at. Yes, you'll do. Waste of a critical. Oh, well, he got what he deserved in the end. And then there's our crits. We don't have to worry about using any. We've got 1. If we end up with a kill, chances are we'll get another shot of with more crits, but no. We'll save the crit for the turret. Just take out another target that's shooting at me. And this should be a kill on this guy, surely. Right? Keep hitting him. Maybe finish him off outside of that. Okay. The plan is going okay at the moment, but I feel like we might need to get some of our crits back. I'm not particularly worried about... We need a 4th target here. Let's just not bite off more than we can chew. Let's just slow this down a little bit. Obviously, with the, 0 barrel space for this particular weapon, we're not going to get much done in terms of damage from back here, but I'm hoping the crit will allow me to take out this particular one. Yep, there we go. Whoops, there's a kill cam. That usually doesn't happen. 1, 2... Skip a few. We'll just go this guy. Maybe a critical on him. Done alright. We'll probably get a critical after this shot. There we go. Ah, Mysterious Stranger shows up. Perfect. And we've got a crit in the bag ready to go when we need it to. This tree cover is probably seeing the end of its use at the moment. Start off with that crit, and then we'll work our way up. We've got another one. This might be a kill. Not quite. But we managed to get there in the end, which is nice. We're almost getting ready to Nerd Rage at this moment, which is not super ideal. We need to be a little bit closer to our enemies to make sure we utilize this thing to its full potential. This guy, I think, we'll just hit him in the face to grind up another critical. If we do fill up on it, I'm going to finish him with that crit. Not quite, but we're actually good. And we're back into caution at this point, which means we might be able to get a sneak critical. The second one. Use this thing for a sneak approach. Never mind. It's in broad daylight, so we're going to get spotted. That's fine. We'll keep those crits rolling. We'll let this last one be a normal shot. And I think... no Grim Reaper sprint. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to show up. I saw the crit bar go up as soon as I killed him. And flogging criticals like that, that's how we do. Okay, that's Nerd Rage at this point. Just you, is it? Well, that sucks. We'll keep going. We're going to need some extra power out of this. Mysterious Stranger has shown up, so should probably have not have used that many. Thank you. That's a nice finisher there. That's actually fairly convenient. I don't mind that. We are still in slow motion at this point. We're cutting it a little close. I'm hoping for a cheeky little level up. There we go. That's some power. Got to be up nice and close to these guys to make it worth it. There we go. I didn't actually check the progress bar of the AP. Sorry, not AP. XP there to figure out whether we're super close. If we can get back into caution for just a second. It's currently past 6 p.m. So I don't... the sun's still blatantly out, so I don't think that'll matter all that much. Okay, these guys have got vanilla game rifles, so that's fine. Go for a critical here. Gunfu will probably get us over the line. And that guy also dies. Forgot to check the XP bar again. This guy, will shoot him in the face until he dies. Good old Penetrator perk. Who said that 38 rounds don't have any stopping power? Alright. Whoops. That's the VATS melee trick I'm trying to utilize there. Not as effective as I first thought. Okay, we're still like a third off of. We really desperately need some sort of idiot savant action here in order to survive. But looks like we're not gonna get it. That's the Gauss rifle lady. She's using a paid mod to kill me. Not on my watch. There we go. She goes down. That guy will go to a crit. Alright. We're very close. We're so very close. We'll hit this guy in the face multiple times over. He's only got a little laser gun, which is not super bad for my health if he hits me. Maybe should have thought about ballistic weaving the holster setup we've got here. That would have helped. We'll go full criticals on this fella. They go down. Alright, so... yeah, the amount of gunners that I killed in that first little combat section, I think was not as much as I anticipated, but we'll make it work. Don't you worry. One more should do it. It's like a standard vanilla game assault rifle again. We'll start this off with a critical. Hopefully we get some more. That's a critical. Okay. Let's continue here. Oh, that's an automatic. That's a problem. Not usually an issue, but... ooh, I'm running low on options here. On health. Just need an idiot savant proc, please. Okay. I think we got one. We got 688 XP off that particular gunner. And if we can nail... it's a conscript, I'll take it. Please tell me we've got something to work with up here. You'll do. You've got a missile launcher. T6M. Oof. That was close. That's like a I screamed the whole time vibe there, but you didn't hear me scream. so it wasn't. Okay, last ditch effort here. I have to level up after this, otherwise we're boned. Lady will be luck tonight. I was listening to that song, Lady Luck. Okay, I was hyping that last kill up to be more than what it turned out to be, but if we camp this particular thing, we've got 2 crits in hand. We'll use it consecutively against this particular gunner. And there we go, some rounds back for our troubles. We've got crits, baby. Quickly fall back, cover the reload, wait for him to approach. Wrong gunner, I'm gonna start shooting her anyway. We've got a much clearer shot on that particular version. Never mind, she fell back behind cover. I don't usually play this non-aggressively, but, you know, this weapon is not designed for this. There we go, there's our level up. And now let the recklessness begin. I haven't used this rat shot one because it's not as good as Lady Luck, but let's use it now. Well, actually, I could have used it more tactically, you understand, because if I were to cripple their legs and walk around behind them, maybe that would have been something to think about, but we've made it, just by the hair of the chinny chin chin, and whoops. I saw them poke that missile launcher barrel right through the thing. That's fine. That's a disarm there as well. Thank you, gunslinger. Now, where do you think you're going? Let's just make you hobble for a bit. She's out healing the DPS of the snake shot, rat shot here. Not snake shot. That's different. She'll go find some weapons or something to deal with. Yeah, I'm not particularly impressed with this. I do like the crippling part of it, but if you're splitting this much damage up between this many projectiles, it's going to be a bad time. And drop that combat rifle. Which leg's crippled? That one. We'll try to get some of our crits back at this stage. Not that I'll be using them, but it'll help. Just in case a giant gunner monster shows up with 14,000 health. Who stim-packed? Wasn't you. There we go. I think it's that guy who's stim-packed. Hopefully the one that I just downed doesn't have it, but yeah, this is clearly just the best way to run this thing. As fast as crittingly possible, as it were. Oh, he got up. He got over his broken legs. Well, this will never do. You don't get kneecaps anymore. Stupid gunner. And now we can get him executioner style. We'll finish the way we started with the standard version. And with that, we're still in danger. Oh, I thought I was finished. The rest of the gunners must have showed up. So we've got a bunch of crits in hand, so we'll utilize them. Good old snake shot, rat shot crits are not what they ought to be. Or is that Lady Luck that I'm using? I think it was, actually. Maybe that damage was getting stopped by the thing that we're hiding behind. Wasn't able to get that full damage on. But it's got to take out the stragglers now. How did you end up there, Cowog? And one more crit should do ya. Thank you. Last gunner. I bet you didn't expect me to take out every single one, but I told you I had a cunning plan, and the plan worked perfectly. Apart from the bit where I didn't get an idiot savant proc until very late, and we didn't get a heal. We had to sort of slow down a bit, but we did that. Happy to say, one take. You love to see it. How about finishing off with some non-bats aiming? Don't punch me, I'll crash. There we go. Alright, probably a little bit too warm to stuff back into your stockings, but you'll do it anyway. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for the Derringer, because I could take out a monster with it, but that'll be a 30-minute slog of just me saying, I need a crit, I need a crit, I need a crit, over and over. So I think we'll leave it here outside the burning fires of the turrets of Immersive Gunners Plaza. You know, we pick our angels good. You don't see any other person or an NPC player ever do anything like that. We're built different, multi-dimensional sharpshooter XCOM 2 operators here. When's XCOM season? Don't know. Anyways, so if you'd like to see this thing in your game, check out the link in the description. It's a very lightweight mod using mostly vanilla assets, of course, and the sound, I'm thinking that's the same sound as a pipe revolver, not as meaty as a standard 44 Magnum. But yeah, check it out if you are interested in this. Perhaps an early game weapon, but we punched way above its weight here and managed to do something pretty interesting and nothing that I've done before. I don't think I've ever relied on VATS Critical so much to do damage. It's like I'm playing Fallout 76, it is. So yeah, links in the description. Thanks for watching. Bye.